When things don't make sense, take the thing that makes no sense. Give me Buffalo -2.
You're right. I'm Notre Dame Clemsoning myself right now. I 100%
Yes.
am. Yes, Buffalo -2.
Justin fucking Watson. There it is, baby.
I don't know your opinion. That's why I'm asking.
No. Come on.
What's going on, people? We are back. It is another Saturday morning. We are ready to shoot this shit. We got college football predictions. We got NFL Week 2 predictions. We got UFC Noche to talk about. We got a great action-packed podcast, and we got 3 out of the 4 fellas to talk about it. We got McDilly. We got The Wanderer. We got Tycho. We might have Snoop Luke. We're not sure where he is, but he might just crawl out of his cave and stumble upon the pod.
You never know. He said he might be here, so that means he might be here.
He might.
It means nothing more and nothing less than exactly that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But we got college, we got NFL, we got UFC, and we got an action-packed pod. Not a lot of time to do it, so let's get right to it. All right. Figure we'll start this bitch off in the world of college football because that's happening in an hour and a half.
Tagovailoa trying to make up for it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown! Alabama wins!
Good snap. Good hold. And the kick is blocked. Appalachian State has stunned the college football world. One of the greatest upsets.
Throwing to Kroll. Catches the lateral. Here comes Willis. Willis racing to the end zone.
Dobbs heaves it. They're bunched up in the end zone. It's tipped up. It's caught. It is caught. Jawan Jennings.
Michigan at the 41. What a hit! Ball's free on the ground. South Carolina
Inside of 40. This is from 45, and it's blocked. Lions scoop it up. Brad Haley will score.
All right, if you watched campus kickoff on Tuesday, the word of the day was discipline. I want everyone to know I took that word and threw it right out the fucking window immediately. I thought I did good, and then I looked at my slate and realized I did not. I fucked up, and I played too many games again.
Let's go, Dylan. There's nothing like a little bit of degeneracy every Saturday morning.
Yeah, and the good thing is I'm 2-0 going into Saturday because my Thursday and my Friday night game hit. So,
Well, look, I'll tell you what. As soon as you start gambling in December, which is going to be a very exciting time for me, let me just say that if you had the opposite result on the last 2 games, I guarantee you would have ended up with 6 games today and not 12.
yeah, that's
You know
all
what I
that
mean?
it is.
We're not doing this. However, since it went positively,
Now we're in the situation we're in.
and get 12 games. All right.
All right, let's start it off here. We got some big games going on here, and if you want to watch good college football, just make sure you're watching from the hours of 12 to 7 because after that, things get bad. All right, noon kickoff window on ABC. Number 16, LSU is going to the Gamecocks. It's not Cocktober. It is Cocktember, but it is South Carolina and LSU. The spread is LSU minus 6 points.
I just want to start off by saying I feel like you just can't throw cock in front of every.
You definitely can. When I realized that, do you know how they tailgate in South Carolina? They all have the cock cabooses, not making this up, and it's in the parking lot, and they're all like
I need further explanation.
they're all like cabooses, like in a train, like old train, like mines and carts and stuff like that. They all have them in a line, and they all tailgate in them, and they just go from cart to cart and tailgate in the cock booses. That's like a thing there.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you can just do cocktember.
They put cock in front of everything. So I do it
Cocktember
the same.
and cocksember and cockuary and cockuary again and
They're 2-0. They're undefeated. Cocktember is
It doesn't
running
work.
wild. It's cockamania, damn it, and it's running wild in September.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, I'm usually very, very high eye defender of the Gamecocks, but I don't know. This LSU squad looks like they can at least win by a touchdown. And we're looking at -6. I watched South Carolina put 31 on Kentucky, and it was ugly how they got it. It was really ugly, and that was a bad team. So, yeah, -6 LSU on this side. Sorry, Gamecocks.
Yeah. I would take LSU as well. I did not make a play on this game, but
You're going to bet against this man right here, Landon Sellers, the next QB of the nation, Mr. Goggles himself.
What's his last name? What'd you say?
Sellers.
He's going to sell.
I love Sellers.
I don't think I've heard you talk kindly about it.
I love Sellers because Sellers looks like a computer engineer that are the first two.
Oh, you didn't love Spencer Rattler, Dylan? Come on.
Hated him. Absolutely hated him. So now
Yeah,
I got
I'm
somebody
aware.
that-
I'm aware. I was here for all those.
I mean, here's how I look at it. Okay, it's LSU who's all offense. It's South Carolina who's all defense. So I'm going to take the under 48 points.
But if I'm being honest, if Kentucky's quarterback wasn't so bad, they could have had a better game. They had to run the ball 15 times in a row.
Yeah, but that's how they play. Kentucky's running game the last 2 years has been elite, honestly.
What I'm saying is I feel like the receiving group here in LSU is going to give that defense a problem.
I think that they might, but at the end of the day, that receiving group at LSU is also very questionable right now. The only player I know on LSU that I can say is a dog is Emory, John Emory.
Yeah, we can both hit we can have an under -6. I'm cool with it.
Okay. Tyler, I'm sorry. You might have already said your play, but I didn't hear.
I said I would lean LSU, but I didn't play this game.
Got you. Okay. Next game.
We'll give the people my lean. I didn't play it, though.
Yeah. Next game. I have a feeling that, you know what? Tyler, you might play. I don't know. We got Oklahoma State -17.5 points against a horrible, and I mean horrible,
I did play
Tulsa team.
Yep.
Yes. The only reason why I think a lot of people want to play this game is because they're looking for Oklahoma State to have that breakout, beat you by 50, 60 point fucking game, and this is the game to do it against Tulsa.
Yeah, I thought 17 was generous by the sportsbook, considering what took me about 5 seconds of research on Tulsa to figure out that I was thinking it's a 17-point spread. So I'm taking Oklahoma State, and I don't really think anyone should question taking Oklahoma State today.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was originally going to take the over, but I genuinely feel like this is a situation where it could be like 55-0. So
Yeah.
I'm going to ride Oklahoma State with you.
I think that's a good play. Jesse,
Yeah.
any interest in this 17 points?
Yeah, no, I'm taking every one of them.
Oh, hell yeah.
20-point victory at the minimum.
All right, Oklahoma State -17 is a team sweep. We love that.
It's team lock. All right, next game. Number 4, Alabama going to Wisconsin. Both teams are undefeated, but the spread is Bama -16 points after playing not very good against USF until the fourth quarter. All right, here's where I'm at. I don't have a play, but I lean Bama.
All right. I don't have a play on the spread, but I have a play on the total, and I'm taking the over 48.
Gotcha.
I think it's possible that Alabama could get in the 40s by themselves, but I don't think Wisconsin's not going to put up any points. I mean, Wisconsin's at home. They're going to try to put up a good fight against Bama, so I think this game goes over.
I'll ride that. Fuck it.
Not touching it with a hole.
I'll ride the over.
I respect it, Jesse.
Yeah, sit back on this one.
Yeah, I get that.
I'll take that over with you, Ty.
All right, let's ride it.
All right, number 24, Boston College going to number 6, Missouri. The spread is Missouri -14.5 points, over under 52.5. This should be the 12 o'clock game that everybody is watching. We have Brady Cook. We have Thomas Castellanos. How are we feeling?
I'm feeling like the under.
Okay.
I'm feeling the under 52 because I feel like Boston College has shown that their best strength is pounding you with the fucking rock. So as long as they're successful in the run game, they're going to run this ball, not score as many points. And I feel like as long as they can hold on defense, which they've shown first 2 weeks that their defense is pretty solid. It's not amazing. It's pretty solid. But this game will go under 52.
I agree with you, but using that same reasoning is why I'm on Boston College plus 14.5.
That's fine.
I think it's going to be a close
Doesn't
game.
affect my under at all.
Yep, I think it's going to be a close game, low scoring, and Boston College is going to hang around. And then at the end of the day, Missouri is going to win by, I think, like 10 points maybe. So, yeah, I'm going to take that plus 14. Jesse?
Give me Boston College.
Plus 14. I mean, right? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what it is. All right.
There.
You're not Luke. I'm not worried about you taking the money line.
I thought it. I was sitting here and I was like, what an upset. What an upset.
It would be a great upset. I'll give
He
you
might
that.
Jesse might just be sending that text over at 3:30. You have no idea.
Always be sitting there trying to be on the good side of history. You know?
Yeah.
Damn,
What
I
do you
wish
wanna
I took that back.
Everybody wants to one
Not
up.
that last stand.
As long as your predictions are better than Luke right now, because as of right now, the prediction for Luke is sucks. So,
But as of right now, Luke's the only one to accurately predict how a game will end and like be that exact on a game when he predicted the game-winning field goal for Texas A&M.
But that was 3 years ago. We got to move on.
It doesn't matter. No one's done better since. Is that not true?
But he's also ever
As
since
whack, look, hey, as wackadoo as his picks may be, he's the only person to do that.
But ever since
Yeah.
he did
I
that,
didn't say the rest of them were good. I never said the rest of them were good. Don't say I said that because I didn't
I'm
say.
not saying that. I'm saying ever since he made that pick, it's been
Hey,
Hey, if we're going back, I don't know. My Vegas beating who the fuck was that? That was a pretty strong take.
all right.
was
Well, if we're
strong.
gonna do this, then how about when I went 8-0 on the wild card round? If we're gonna just flash our best players,
No, everybody gets some flowers. Everybody gets some flowers. Ty, what?
and then Tyler had a whole edit of him predicting the Rams to win the Super Bowl. That's his fucking best
Yeah,
pick.
yeah.
So there you go. Everyone gets
Come on,
their
guys.
flowers.
We're killers.
We know
All
what we're
right.
doing here sometimes.
what the fuck were we talking about?
3:30.
We just, yeah.
Texas A&M, Florida. Florida is probably my most confident play of the week at these plus 3 points after what I saw from the true freshman quarterback, DJ Lagwau, week 1, throwing for almost 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, showing everyone that he should have been the quarterback to start. And now he's going to come in at home in the swamp against A&M. I love it. Fuck the plus 3. Give me Florida money line.
Yeah, this is a team that lost to a team that lost to NIU. I'm just saying, how can I back them? Florida got mopped in the swamp, but that was because the quarterback was fucking. I was wrong about him. I'll put it that way. So,
Yeah, Graham Mertz will always be Graham Mertz. Just remember
It's-
that.
the freshman, he's balling. So I'll back him. I'll
Hell
take
yeah.
the plus 3.5. I think he can win the game. But if he loses by a field goal, it's understandable.
You're still sitting pretty. I get it. Tycho?
You put me on an island here. I'm taking Texas A&M on the money line. I don't trust the spread. I will take minus 162. I will take Texas A&M money line. I think they need to prove themselves right now, and if they don't, the rest of the season is just going to go downhill. So I think it's a must-win game. Florida is
It's already
shaky.
downhill.
A&M is what I'm taking.
I think Texas A&M is already downhill in my opinion, but I agree they need this one.
They need it as bad as Notre Dame needs it. So
Facts.
you know what I mean?
I agree. Next game, we got a rivalry game. We got Pitt, West Virginia. The spread has moved to pretty much a pick 'em. We got West Virginia minus 1.5 points against Pitt, over under 62 points. I will start because I already made a pick here. I had West Virginia on the money line.
Yeah, I'm also on West Virginia. I'm on the spread, but yeah, West Virginia. I wasn't gonna play this game until I saw who they're playing and realized it was rivalry week. So
Yeah.
gotta bet it. West Virginia.
Yeah.
Country foods.
Taking the west side of the Virginians.
The west side. All right, next game, and this is a game I want to talk about only because I played and I want to know if anyone wants to join me. At 3:30, I have Tulane covering 13.5 points against Oklahoma, who only beat a very bad Houston team by 2 points last week. And Tulane coming off of a very impressive performance off of a top-ranked Kansas State team.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you.
You want to let me die? You can let me die, but I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you die on this hill, Dylan. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's all you, man. That's all you.
All right, I will take my Tulane green wave with my 13.5 points, going into Oklahoma and hope we fuck them up. Next game, rivalry. Number 9, Oregon, unranked Oregon State. The spread is 17.5 points for Oregon. It is a rivalry game. It is on Fox, and the over/under is 49.5 points.
All right, I didn't play this game because I fear that Oregon's either going to be pissed off and destroy Oregon State, or Oregon State is going to just show us all that Oregon is not this powerhouse that they were last year, and it's going to be a close game. So my initial lean is Oregon State. I didn't make a play. If I'm giving you anything, it's Oklahoma State or Oregon State.
Oregon State, yeah.
Oregon State. But that's just my initial lean. I did not play this game.
Yeah, I lean Oregon actually because of just Giovanni McCoy. Is that his name? Yeah, Giovanni McCoy. God, that guy, he couldn't throw a pebble to a fucking giant. It is bad, man. But at the end of the day, Oregon has been in a weird spot where they're beating these teams, but they're not covering. So it's like, I don't know if I want to play that game. I'm going to take the over 49.5. That's going to be my play.
All right, taking the over. Yes.
I feel like I need to play rivalries, but I'm really sick of Oregon. But they did play Boise State, and Boise State can put up points.
Yeah, GT can.
Yeah, GT will put up points. That's what you meant to say. GT will put up points.
I like to think about the name on the front of the jersey.
Yeah, but the one on the back is so much better.
You're not wrong. Yeah. I'm just gonna skip this.
Smart, yeah. Don't hurt yourself.
Respectable play.
God damn it.
All right, next game. Number 18 ranked Notre Dame going to Purdue. The spread was 10 points. It's moved to 7.5 points. And I would like to start off by saying, abort, alert. I jump ship. I leave. I made my 10 points, and I fucking want them all back. I take this game off the board. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to play it. No, stop. I give up. Who's next?
I'm next. I took this game. I'm playing the over. I know Purdue is going to put up some points in this game. Notre Dame, like Texas A&M, is in a must-win, must-prove-ourselves spot. So they're going to try to put up a bunch of points, and so I'm taking the over.
Smart.
Mr. Carter.
Notre Dame should handle business because they need this game. But I don't think they will. You need Purdue on the goddamn line. I don't want the spread. I got another choke out of Notre Dame.
Who on the money line?
They lose to NIU. Everyone says that can be your one loss. You'll be okay. You can figure it out. And Purdue says, nah, we want no, bury him. And that quarterback for Notre Dame looks like shit for another week, and everyone in the Irish family is pissed. Damn, that sounds beautiful.
Alrighty, we got 2 games left here, and these are the 2 games that are going on at night that you might want to watch. The rest of them you probably won't. Never mind. Nobody's ranked. UCF, TCU. Yeah, nobody is ranked. They're both.
And that is why we said maybe.
Yeah, they're both 2-0, but we have UCF, we have TCU, we have 7:30 on Fox. The spread is TCU minus 2.5 points. KJ Jefferson, I think, is in the biggest proving game. I think if UCF wins this game, their road to the college football playoffs, whether people like it or not, is going to be so easy. It's hard for them to not get in. So I'm going to take UCF to win this football game. Fuck it. Just give me the 2.5. I don't want to be stupid.
You know, if they're anything like Notre Dame, they'll win this game, and then they'll lose next week when there's path to the college football playoff is so easy.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I'll ride that logic.
UCF would be my play. I didn't play this game, but I would support that.
I'm feeling the plus 2.5.
Okay.
But something about them Horned Frogs just.
Yeah, I know, man. Trust me. Once those Horned Frogs get into your veins, man, it's hard to let them go. I
Hornets
know.
Hey.
out to play.
They were in your veins. They did not get in my veins.
Oh, they got in mine, man. They got in mine.
I'm leaving this game alone. This is one of those other ones you're gonna ride on your own deal.
Tyler's riding with me.
I did not play it, but I do support it.
He supports me, so you know.
Yeah. I always support you.
He's patting my back while I walk off the cliff. He's like, "You're good. You're good."
You can jump into that water. There's only a few rocks.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Final game of the night: Colorado State rivalry game. 7:30. Colorado State plus 7.5. Spoiler alert: that's my play.
Spoiler alert. That's my play.
Jesse.
Yeah, we're taking Colorado State on point.
Yup.
Oh shit! Breaking news from the UFC. Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler are now headlining UFC 309 in Madison Square Garden. What?
I understand that just came across your face, but we're not fucking talking about UFC for another 35 minutes. You couldn't have waited.
Sorry, my eyes are watering.
It doesn't matter because the one fighter that I've been waiting 3.5 years to see is still not fighting yet.
Yeah.
Fragile.
Dylan got all horned up because he saw Oliveira's name, so he just had to speak on it.
Fragile Phil,
Horny
Clunky
Toad, and
Connor,
then
whatever you want to call him.
that
He's
happened.
ready. But you know who stays ready? Oliveira.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the NFL. All right. Before we get into week number 2 of the NFL, we have to talk about something. I feel like at this point it's just becoming an annual tradition on this podcast that we have our moment of silence for Tua, because this guy every year, once you think, maybe he'll survive a year, there's a near-death experience. So Buffalo played Miami on Thursday Night Football. I was put on an island with the Buffalo money line, and god damn it, was that an easy cover. Because Tua Tagovailoa turned into Tua Turned-the-Ball-over and threw 3 picks, 2 in the first quarter and then 1 in the second quarter. And going into halftime wasn't looking good. Go into the second half, and we have the all-time worst possible scenario that you can have. What is that? An Oklahoma drill, essentially, of Tua and DeMar Hamlin running head-on. It was Tua's head or it was DeMar Hamlin's chest. Don't get mad when I say this, but those are the 2 most fragile objects in football right now. Someone was not getting up. And the fact that they collided and Tua didn't get up, I mean, hey, you fucking hate to see it. Those are the last 2 people you are running at each other on a football field at this moment. Buffalo 131-10. And Tua might be out for the year.
Well, when your coach says that he thinks you should think about your family, and a lot of people thought 2 years ago that it might be bad for you. And I understand the way Tua ran into somebody, ran into Hamlin's chest, would have made it an issue no matter what. But I feel like he's a specific person that should have started the season with a Guardian cap. I know it wouldn't have helped him at this point, but maybe it would have reminded him that his head is fragile.
Yeah.
It's not in him to slide correctly and to protect himself, it seems, no matter how much training he did for a year. So I just feel like at this point, they call it a career. It sucks. But you get like 93, 98 million because of your injury, medical leave, retire. Go on. Still have too much life left.
Yeah, he had 1 concussion at Alabama, and this is his 3rd, right, in the NFL?
4th, I think, in the NFL.
I thought it was his 4th total and his 3rd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's his 4th concussion total and his 3rd in the NFL in 2 years. It's like that guy in hockey, that one teammate that you know who has like 13 concussions, and he's like, "But yeah, I won't. If I get one more, I'll be done." But then he gets one more, and then he's not done, and it's like, at some point, you got to be done. That's where I feel like we're starting to look at with Tua. Tyler, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah. If I was a member of the Tua family, I would be calling this man up and being like, "Yo, you see all that money in your bank account? I think we should stop before."
Yeah, what are we doing?
I think you're gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. You're either gonna die on the football field, or you're gonna get an injury so bad you can never play again because you don't even know who you are.
I was gonna say you're either gonna die in the football.
You
field
might
or
as
you're gonna-
well just. If I was in his family, I'd tell him not to play. But
Yeah.
he's a grown man. He can do whatever he wants, make his own decisions. Let me put it this way. A big, badass linebacker named Luke Kuechly fucking retired at 28 because he made the right decision and knew what was best for his health. And he was not nearly, I don't think, as fucked up as Tua has been from these hits. He was fucked up, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it was as bad as Tua. And he stopped. So that's all I got.
Yeah, the problem is Tua is still young and still thinks he has so much more time to go, and that's what's gonna fuck him. Is he's gonna be like, well, why? I can't be done year 3, when we're all looking at him like, you can't play year 4.
Just they've all been the same. That's the biggest issue. I feel like
You cannot keep laying on the field with your fucking arms up, bro, and then say you're good to go in a couple weeks. People aren't gonna let you fucking go. You're twitching on the field for the 3rd time.
Well, what's fucked up is they got all these NFL former players and shit on podcasts and on ESPN and shit that are all like, he's gonna get cleared again.
That
Like,
sucks.
because that's how they all know that there's ways to get cleared again. If you're gonna get cleared, you're gonna get fucking cleared. You know what I mean?
Sucks.
And that's
There should be a doctor
right
who looks at him and
smart,
goes,
but
there should
they're
be a
all like,
doctor-
he's gonna get cleared again.
There
So
should be a doctor who gives him an
Yeah.
ultimatum. That's what I think. There should be a doctor that literally looks at him and is like, look, you can continue playing football, but just know if you do, this is where your health is going to be. Like, some doctor needs to fucking tell him, like, look, you shouldn't play, but if you want to play, this is what's going to happen. That's what's happening.
all I gotta say is there's a reason they get paid as much money as they do to play.
Yeah, and I agree with your point, where he has enough money now where if he wants to call it quits, I think he'll still be able to set himself up for something in the future. Like, stay having money, not blowing it all.
Look, I heard someone on the internet say that Tua was gonna retire. Tua should retire, invest some of his money, and then since he still wants to play football and he's a competitive motherfucker, join the flag football team for Team USA.
Be
and
our quarterback.
for the next 12 years, just win like 3 or 4 gold medals and then be
Well,
done.
you saw the guy who throws the fucking footballs on our flag team. His form is worse than any human I've seen in my life.
Hey, his form may be hideous, but he feels he has a better IQ than Mahomes, all right? His words, not mine.
And I feel that I have a better IQ than Neil Armstrong. But did that do anything for anyone right now? No, because it's not true.
Just speaking the man's words.
Well, then he's a liar. NFL Week 2. Let's get it.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
I am on DraftKings today, so hop off my cock. I have all the right spreads, and I have them all in the right order.
Trust me, no one was on your cock. Our foots were on your neck.
You're about
That sounds much more accurate. Thank you, Jeff.
Let's start it off. 1 o'clock slate at a game that, spoiler alert, all 3 of the fellas you're currently talking to will be at. Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Detroit to take on the Lions. Lions favored minus 7.5 points, over under 51. I'll be tickling Jesse all game tomorrow.
Whoa. Whoa.
Every time the Lions score a touchdown, I'm going to bring out the Tickle Monster.
Listen, all I have to say about this game is I don't think we're going to win
Oh, no.
by a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
I think this might be a little more exciting than we're planning for. But
Again.
I'm just going to sit on the over and hope I get to watch points. And then win by like 8 or 10. But I'm not going to, bet that way.
Yeah, I'll go next just because that was my play. Last week I had the under. This week I have the over. I have over 51 as well. All right, Ty.
Don't say it. Don't.
It's not a bad pick, though. It's not a bad
It's
pick.
not a bad pick.
It's not a bad pick if he does.
Give me the Bucks.
7.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, God.
I didn't think he was going to take the money line.
I'm not taking the money line. Give me
I was
the
sitting there like,
I'm a Lions fan. I'm a
Yeah.
Lions fan.
Yeah.
I'm not stupid. I would love to beat them by 40, but that doesn't happen for us,
But
okay?
this is the thing. This is why I don't like this game, because at the end of the day, we could have our rookies play the best goddamn game they've played in their careers. Not one of them is capable of ruining the consistency that Mike Evans has. I'm sorry. That's just the truth.
Well, the problem also is their rookie McPherson, that wide receiver they picked up. He's fucking looking pretty good too. He's looking like he's gonna be a big problem. So I feel like McPherson looking good. Their running back looks good. Fucking Evans looks solid. Baker was the fucking best quarterback week 1. So if they carry that over, I mean, I like the over too. But there's gonna be points in this game, but I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting.
I agree. Okay, so that's where we're at in game number 12. We have the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens are favored -8 points at home, over under 41.5. Ugh.
I've hated the Ravens on big spreads forever. Let me tell you, folks, in my lay of Sunday, I took the money line. I can't even lie to you. I took Ravens money line because I don't know where else to go. But for you guys, I'm going to give you, what's the over-under?
41.5.
It's like wet paper.
Fuck this game. This might be
31
good.
to 10 is so possible.
Yeah, this is my skip. Fuck this game.
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have a lot more fun with every other game that isn't this one.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck this game. I'm not touching it.
The Ravens statistically have fucked this spot on so many occasions. This exact number of 8, I'm pretty sure, is just devastating for them.
But at the same time, you don't want to take Vegas because you can also see it being like a Baltimore scores on a garbage extra field goal or touchdown to cover. So it's like, I don't want to touch it.
Didn't we watch them throw like 2 interceptions against the Patriots and then like have a 3-point game the entire year last year?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all in the same
You
boat.
never
Are we all in the same boat of fuck this game?
I think so. I think we should just not touch this
Yeah.
game.
Let's
On
move
to
on.
the
Yeah. All right. I think we're all in
All right.
agreement.
Let's just move on then. San Francisco 49ers going to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. We still have no CMC, and we don't know how long we won't have them. But we have a -4.5 point spread for the 49ers and an over-under of 46.
Yeah. I think that we saw last week that it's not CMC entirely. It's the power of the offensive line in San Francisco, because we saw just as good of a performance from the backup as we probably would have seen from CMC. Granted, they probably would have gave CMC more touches, but regardless, I feel like that offense is just fine, and they're going to hold up just fine in Minnesota. So give me the San Francisco 49ers on the spread.
Yeah, I wish it was 3, but I understand why it's 4. I'll take it. I'll take the 4.5 for San Francisco.
Alrighty. Sam Darnold, week 2.
Yep. He's a dog.
Sam Darnold at home.
Yep.
San Francisco hasn't beat Minnesota at home in 35 years.
Yep. This is all true.
Give me Money Sam on the line.
That's a good pick.
Beat the Niners. Make them look ugly. 1-1. Do they need McCaffrey? Is Jordan Mason enough? Is this team enough? We need more talking points.
I agree. And we're going to get those fucking talking points after this game. If they don't win by a touchdown, there's going to be a lot of questions going around San Francisco. Chargers, Panthers, all 19 people that are going to come to this Carolina game at home at 1 o'clock. -5 points for the Chargers in this football game. Over under the lowest of the week. Oh, no, not the lowest, but low. 39 points.
Yeah, no, this is definitely a Chargers cover.
Shit. Well, now this is awkward. I'm taking Carolina +5.
I need any reasoning to take Carolina.
Two reasons.
They looked exactly like they did last year.
1, I firmly believe, and this is all opinion, there is no way that it can get worse than what the fuck we saw last week. That is my firm opinion. And secondly, I have a stat. Yes, a stat.
Hit us with your stat that doesn't.
Teams that lose by 30 points in the first week against the spread, week 2, 24-5.
They are the Panthers. They will make it a 6. Why? Because maybe, I understand, it's only been a year. But when we saw Bryce Young, everyone didn't think he was the best prospect. I'm not saying we got to look at him like he's bad. But his reads, I didn't see any improvement. Saints had him dog-washed. The O-line can't do anything. The receivers there, I mean, they all can get open, but it doesn't matter if there's no blocking. I don't see how they can cover this 5. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand. I took them last week. I did. I thought they could do more with the Saints. But I have a lot more faith in the Saints. I mean, I have a lot more faith here than I did with the Saints. And the Panthers just aren't good.
We know that. But neither were the Patriots. But sometimes crazy things can happen.
It is the NFL. Crazy things do happen.
Yeah.
But I'm taking the Chargers. I can't.
Patriots
I just can't bring myself to take the Panthers. It doesn't make sense.
Listen. You're talking about a team that wants to run the ball on a team who's missing their best player, the D-tackle. They allowed hella running last week.
It's so fucked up to say the best player because I don't think they have a best player. I think they all just have players.
No. Their D-tackle is actually really good. I can't remember.
I see what you mean, but they do have a best player.
What is he, an 84 in fucking Madden?
I get it.
He is a good player. He's not a bad player.
I know you're talking about Derek Brown. Yeah,
Derek Brown is a good player. He can be a best teams player.
Good.
He's also an 84 overall in Madden. So that's
my God.
That tells you where the
Madden won't give PJ Watt a goddamn 99.
I was gonna say that tells you how good the Panthers overall team is.
Dylan, we all know they're bad. All right, let's move on.
Saints, Cowboys. Cowboys at home, which is always scary. -6 points against New Orleans. Over under 46.5.
Nothing in this guide here tells me not to take the over. I watched Derek Carr sling that motherfucker last week. I watched Dak Prescott sling that motherfucker last week. Everything points to them both trying to sling that motherfucker against each other this week. Give me the over.
What was the Cowboys spread on this again? My bad. I looked away.
It's 6.
-6 points.
Yeah.
So I am. Oh, fuck. I guess I got to go to the total because I really don't know what to do with this spread. No, I am going to go back to the spread. Sorry. I'm going to take the Cowboys -6. Just buy a touchdown at home against New Orleans. It sounds simple, but they'll probably fuck it up. But I'm going to take Cowboys -6.
I'll trust the Cowboys for a spread today.
Okay. Colts, Packers. We got Malik Willis and Anthony Richardson. -3 points for the Colts on the road, over under 40.5.
All right. I don't understand the total. Do they think that the Colts... Okay. Something doesn't make sense to me because the total shouldn't be 40.5 if they think the Packers aren't going to be able to have any offense with Malik Willis. Because the total should be like somewhere around 50. I feel like if they thought Malik Willis would have it figured out. Green Bay's got a pretty good offense. The Colts have a really good offense. So why is the number only 3?
Look,
I like the Colts and I like the over. I think something doesn't make sense here with what I saw Anthony Richardson on only 9 passes or whatever. Great. I'm taking the Colts. I like the over too, but I'm taking the Colts -3. I don't know what we're gonna get with Malik Willis. I hope it's not great. As long as it's mediocre, Anthony Richardson will outplay him. Colts will take this.
I'm fucking confused because when I see spreads like this, the philosophy in the past has been if it's low, you go lower and then you'll hit. And it's worked for me very, very well. So I'm going to continue that same philosophy. I'm going to take under 40.5 points. What does Vegas know that I don't? I don't know, but I trust them.
Makes sense. Doesn't make sense in my head, but
it's like Clemson and
first theory has worked before.
Yeah.
I don't see how you have over 164 yards as the line for the quarterback and for the running back of that same team. You have over under at 64.5, and they're going to get 20 points. Or at least 17. Yeah, nah. Give me the Colts -3. Like,
don't make sense there. You know
I
what I mean?
Agree. I do agree with you guys on that. I would take the Colts -3 on the spread. Next game, Jets, Titans. Fuck. We got Jets -3.5 points going to Tennessee to take on the Titans. Over under is 41 points. God, I want to rip this team's throat.
Yeah, we got Mr. Pix-a-Lot, which is Tennessee's quarterback, versus Sir Clunky Shoes, which is the Jets quarterback. Over under 41. This game is in Tennessee. I personally initially lean Tennessee only because Jets are on the road and it's Aaron Rodgers' second game. Like I said last podcast, it's been 600 days since he played that first game. So it's still knocking some rust off. My initial lean would be Tennessee, but against this Jets defense, I don't know. So I'm going to take the Jets on the spread only because this Tennessee quarterback might not be able to carve through this Jets defense. And I don't know about the run game. So I lean Jets.
I can't fucking trust the mayonnaise man, bro. God damn it.
You can, just not this week. -3 Jets.
I feel like they're going to cover. I do. I really do. I don't think they're going to win. I think they're going to lose by 3.
You think it's a push?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really close. It's 3.5 points. I want to take Tennessee, if I'm being honest with you. But I don't want to be an idiot and just back them because I like them. But I truly believe that, all right, I'm going to do it. 3.5 points, Tennessee. Next game. This is the lowest. Lowest over-under of the week. New England Patriots at home against the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are favored -3 points. Over-under is 38.5 points.
Patriots money line.
Wow. 2-0 start for the Patriots would be crazy. I'm going to go with the under 38.5. Lowest over-under of the week. Second lowest, but I'm going under.
Damn, they have a lower one? Oh, my
36.5 in the Pittsburgh-Denver game. Because Pittsburgh didn't score any touchdowns last week, and Denver is Denver.
I
But
actually like
this is not.
Jesse's side here. I'm not gonna take the money line, but I want to take New England +3. I just weirdly feel like there's no reason for Seattle to run away with this game. So yeah.
I mean, they have pretty solid receivers.
They do. But it's
DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett could easily
but
run.
New England's defense took the star receivers from Cincinnati and shut them down last week. So we'll see.
Cincinnati's a different story right now, Jesse. We'll talk about that.
Cleveland and Jacksonville. We got Cleveland going to Jacksonville. -3 points for the Jaguars at home. They're not playing at Everbank Stadium. I don't know if you saw the news. They're not playing at Trevor Bank Stadium. Yes, Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback for the Jaguars, now has the stadium named after him in his only third year in the league. Over under 41.5 points.
Oh, man.
I'm taking Jacksonville
I don't know.
-3.
I feel like it's the most fitting thing ever that they put your name on the stadium and then you go out there and you ball. So
Yeah.
Jacksonville -3. I know Cleveland is in a, got a bounce back, up down theory spot. No. Jacksonville is going to win this game, and I think they win it by at least 3 points.
I agree. Oh, Jesse. I don't think he's here.
Cicada has disappeared, even though we can't even tell because you can't see him anyways.
That's not fair. We can't even see.
Exactly. So how are we supposed to know if he's even here? We can't. Anyways,
We'll
next
move on.
Yeah.
New York Giants, Washington Commanders. Commanders are favored at -1.5 points at home. Over under 43.5. I'll be quick. I'll be easy. Commanders -1.5.
Yeah, easy. Commanders -1.5. That's
Yep.
for sure. What the fuck?
Boys!
Luke,
Can you hear
what the
me?
hell are you doing?
I'm on the way to the game!
What game? The Michigan game?
Yep, I'm gonna be late as fuck!
Who did you get?
What?
Who's holding the camera?
Gee!
What up, Steve? Waller! My man! Oh, gosh. Look at
Yeah.
you, Luke.
Yeah!
Was this a last minute decision?
So, you're here. What do you have? You got any locks for today?
Ortega! This is UFC. Ortega! Shevchenko! And our boy, the Chickasha O'Malley, baby!
You got any locks for college?
What's Michigan spread?
22.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Take Arkansas State, you know.
You know what? This is our redemption game. And we're redeeming. We're going to look good. Edwards is going to get 2 touchdowns. Mullins 1 touchdown. And maybe a throwing touchdown. A receiving one for somebody if our QBs can figure out how to throw the ball.
All right, Luke. Real quick, let's give you some NFL games. Let's get some spreads from you.
I'll do this quick. Let's go.
Lions and Bucks on Sunday. Lions favored by 7.5.
You know what? I got to take the Bucks spread. The Lions will win, but I think Bucks cover.
Yeah, we're all kind of on the same boat there. 49ers at Minnesota. 49ers favored by 4.5. They have not beaten Minnesota at home in 30 years.
Give me the upset! You know what? According to Jesse, I forgot the QB's name for Minnesota. Yeah. He throws dots in the first couple games, so give me the upset too!
All right, let's keep her going. New Orleans Saints, Dallas Cowboys. The Saints are getting 6.5 or 6 points on the road. Dallas favored by 6. Over under 46.5.
Well, now that what's Dallas's money line looking like?
265.
Ah, fuck.
Gross.
That is gross. Give me Dallas' spread.
Yeah, it's Dallas at home.
Lovely.
Yeah, that'll spread.
All right, Luke. Jets at the Titans. Jets favored by 3.5.
Oh. Their fucking Jets defense alone is gonna score like fucking 20 touchdowns. So give me the Jets.
You're not wrong.
All right. Cincinnati Bengals and Kansas City Chiefs. The Bengals are getting 6. 48 is the total.
See, this is tough because the Bengals are the Chiefs' kryptonite, but also it takes a couple games for the Bengals to actually get fucking going. So I don't know what to do. Bengals, fuck it.
All right, Bengals. Sunday night, Chicago heading to Houston. The Bears plus 6.5 at Houston. Total is 45.5. Houston all the way. Let's go. Monday night, Atlanta and Philadelphia. Atlanta getting 6.5.
Fuck Travis, but Philadelphia.
All right, those are all the picks. So thanks, Luke. Have a good time at the game.
Appreciate it. Have a good pod, boys.
Peace. All right. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program.
What game did I miss?
You missed 2 games. You missed the Jaguars. Here, we'll do it real quick. You missed the Jaguars against the Browns, minus 3 points from the Jaguars. Under 41.5. And then you missed, me and Tyler both have the Commanders minus 1.5 against the Giants.
Sorry, my connection shed a bit.
Me and Tyler both have the Commanders minus 1.5 against the Giants.
Oh, yeah. Give me Manders.
All right. Yeah, you're on track. Now let's move into the 4 o'clock window. Arizona Cardinals, Los Angeles Rams. We got a division rival game here. 1 point spread. The Rams are the favorite. The over-under is 47.5.
All right, look, I did it last week. I'm doing it again this week. Give me the fucking Cardinals money line. I feel like Marvin Harrison Jr. gets involved this week. They weren't figuring it out last week. We're on the same page. Another week to gel. My boy's going to make his catches. They're going to be fine. Arizona Cardinals money line.
It's going to be a 1v1 tie. It's going to be Cooper Kupp versus Marvin Harrison Jr.
What a game.
That's what today is going to be, or Sunday is going to be.
I hope so.
And I'm just going to back that game of being an absolute, I know I'm not going to back that game being that much of a shootout. Give me the under 47.5 in a great game.
That's strong.
That's a lot of points.
The over.
Yeah, I lean over too, Dylan.
You want to know why you say over, Dylan?
It's a lot of points.
You want to know why
I
we
don't
say
think
over?
Arizona's going to get 30 points back-to-back weeks.
We can see that this Bills defense ain't half bad, right?
That's pretty not good.
I mean, I think they were doing a pretty good job.
I agree, Jesse. Yeah, I agree. So you can just keep your point going instead of Dylan being a cock ass. Yes, I agree.
Right, I can't disagree.
I just don't know why you disagree. And I wish I did.
Bills.
Kyler's a whole issue. Kyler, he's got some mobility, so he makes it tough for defenses. So he's gonna get his points. And I think Stafford, with his guys and his running back, can keep the points coming.
Unless his O-line folds because, they lost 2 more offensive linemen.
Yeah.
3 more offensive linemen last week? And they already were missing 1. So.
And the Cardinals O-line ain't shit either because that motherfucker Murray has to run in the backfield like an Oompa Loompa every fucking
But at least he can run like an Oompa Loompa. Matt Stafford can't run.
That's also true.
We'll see.
All right, 425. Bengals plus 6 points. Going to Arrowhead or Burrowhead, whatever the fuck you want to call it, against the Chiefs. I agree with what Luke said in terms of this is normally a Bengal spot, but because we're in week 2 and they don't play good until week 4, I'm taking the Chiefs minus 6 points.
And I understand that.
Yes.
Jesse?
Cincy, plus 6.
Ooh, this is the year that we figure it out week 2?
We may not figure it out, but we ain't losing by more than a field goal. Unless it's a weird score because of weird things happen, and then it'll be a 4. But, yeah, no, 6.
Only because weird shit happens when the Bengals play the Chiefs at Arrowhead. I gotta take the Bengals. I don't feel comfortable with it. I'm gonna do it.
I will probably ride this villain spot. I will probably ride it. Next game. 425, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Denver to take on the Broncos. Lowest over-under of the week, 36.5 points. The spread is Steelers -2.5. Justin Fields, once again, will be the starting quarterback against Bo Nix.
Steelers on the line.
Dylan?
Give me Denver on the line.
I don't know.
give me Denver on the line. We'll fight right back. Denver money line.
That's cool.
Give me under 36, I guess. Lowest over under of the week. Give me under 36.
Yeah, I have whoever winning by a field goal. I want to point that out.
I don't think anyone's getting blown out.
It will be close. Yeah, it will be a close game. All right, let's get to prime time.
Let's do it.
8:20, Chicago going to Houston. 6.5 point spread for the Texans. Over under 45.5. I'll be quick. I'll be first. Texans -6.5.
Yeah, I'll follow that up with the same exact fucking pick. Texans -6.5. Just what I saw from Chicago last week. You don't have the offense figured out.
55 total offensive yards.
Yeah, and you know who does that? Who does have the offense figured out? Not Tennessee. Houston. Correct. Houston's got the offense figured out, so they're not going to be just here's a D, here's the ball, here's the ball, here's the ball, here's the ball. They're not going to do that. All right.
No freebies.
Story. Texans -6.5 in prime time.
Bang.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling too.
Yeah, it sounds right. It feels right.
Looks right.
And then we move to Sunday with the same spread. We got Philadelphia Eagles at home with 6.5 points, taking on the Atlanta Falcons over under 47 points. And I actually lean the other way.
Bird on bird action here.
I actually lean Atlanta +6.5 as my initial play. I just think this is going to be a close game. I don't see Philadelphia stepping on their necks, running away with it. The only thing that I have to worry about is Kirk Cousins on primetime. That's the only thing I'm worried about.
Yeah, that's what you should be worried about because Kirk Cousins in primetime career is 13-21.
Yeah, he's bad.
So he loses way more in primetime than he wins, but that doesn't necessarily.
Does that mean he can't cover?
For him covering, right?
Exactly, yes.
So Falcons on the spread, that's where I'm at.
That's where I'm at. Boom.
I mean, he's probably going to lose, but he's got to make it close.
I got Atlanta 6.5 as well. Jesse, where do you want to go?
I hate this game personally. I felt like the Packers were supposed to beat them, and then the Packers were playing like shit, and then Hurts was able to get a win on the spread, even though he threw like 2 or 3 interceptions. Eagles -6.5.
Wow, wow.
I just need to see Kirk at least play like Kirk can before I can even back him up.
I get it. But those are the NFL picks. Those are all the college and NFL picks that you need for this week. And now we will. So all we got left to do is quickly do UFC, and then we will get you guys out of here for college football. Okie dokie. For those of you who do not know what's going on tonight, it is UFC 306, a.k.a. UFC Noche, which is a.k.a. UFC in the Sphere. Yes, they are promoting their pay-per-view. They are having their pay-per-view inside of the Las Vegas Sphere. It is UFC Noche. It is a huge night in the world of MMA. I'm looking at this card, and I give a fuck about 4 out of the 5 fights, and that's always a great start. Let's start it off with the first fight of the night. Did I really give a fuck about this fight? No. But Tyler can agree with me, but if you watch the press conference, how can you not give a fuck about this fight? Let's start it off with Ronaldo Rodriguez and Ode Osbourne. This was a fight that, like I said, going into it, this might be okay. The young Mexican guy is the favorite, but we'll see what happens. And then the press conference happened. And boy, oh boy, am I ready to back a hungry, crazy Mexican boy. Ronaldo Rodriguez by knockout is my play to start UFC Noche. We're going to start this bitch off loud with a bang, and he's going to be the man to do it. Second fight of the night, I'm not even going to act like I know who either of these guys are, and Luke didn't make a pick on him either, which means I can just skip it. So next fight. Brian Ortega going up against Diego Lopez. I was so excited for this fight to happen 2 pay-per-views ago. Then the fight got canceled because Brian Ortega wasn't feeling good, so they rescheduled it for the Sphere, and my prediction has not changed from what it was before. Diego Lopez before, Diego Lopez now. I don't think he's going to win by decision. I don't think he's going to win by submission because Brian is such a dog and a veteran of the game that I think it's going to be a decision victory by Diego, but I am going to take Diego to win. Next, co-main event, Women's Flyweight Championship, the third fight of this feud. Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko. The first time they fought, Alexa Grasso won decisively. The second time they fought, a lot of people thought Valentina was robbed, but Alexa got the victory. Now we're in the third fight. Now we're in a situation of UFC Noche. Alexa needs to defend this title. Valentina as her final shot on the line. I know everybody's backing Valentina in this spot to get the gold back. And fuck it, I'm going to do it too. Because I know it's UFC Noche. I know what's on the line, but I just love Valentina in this spot, and I feel like the Bullet needs this championship back. So give me Valentina Shevchenko. Let's go by decision. Main event of the night. The Sugar Show. Sean O'Malley is defending his Bantamweight Championship against Merab. You're not going to make me play that game. I know who Merab is, and I know him well enough to where I don't need to pronounce his last name to know that he is a menace. Merab has been somebody that has been instigating and antagonizing Sugar Show for the last couple months, even before he won the championship. And now that he won the championship, there was that moment, obviously, with Sterling when he took his jacket in the ring and was jumping around the octagon with Sean O'Malley's jacket and really pissed off Sean, started this whole thing. Now we're in a feud, main event. A lot of people like Merab. I was surprised to see that actually a lot more of the money than I anticipated was coming in on Merab. But
yeah, I want you to know right now it's pretty much a pick 'em.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but
if you look at the point spread, because they give that out for MMA, the point spread is at 5.5 for O'Malley. He's favored by 5.5 points. But the money line is -112 for O'Malley and -108, so it's basically a pick 'em.
That's what I'm saying. I was not anticipating that.
What I've seen, if Merab gets this fight on the ground and Sean doesn't knock him out in the first round, then Sean's not going to win this fight.
Yeah, but I'm also not worried about that because that was Sean's whole gameplay against Sterling, and Sterling couldn't take him down once. His takedown defense is top tier, so I'm going to take the Big Show.
Okay. That's all I've seen is
it's
Merab,
the same as Sterling.
Who did Merab just destroyed somebody on the ground?
Yes. That's how Merab does.
He was really good on the ground. I can't
Merab destroys people on the ground and Sugar destroys people up top. It's the same as Sterling and O'Malley. It's the same.
But I can't remember do you remember the last guy that Merab fought that was a big ground guy that he beat?
I think it was it Baryush?
Yes.
No, it was Triple C, Cejudo.
Yes, that guy.
Cejudo. Yeah.
And so everyone's like, I don't understand how Sean's going to be able to deal with that when he took on one of the best ground guys and dominated him.
I think it's because Sean's gonna do what he did against Sterling.
If this fight does go to the ground, though, it's all bad for Sean.
I agree, but I think Sean knows. I think Sean is gonna be in the same.
He's got to know that, though, right? He's got to know that.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the same. Well, think about it. Aljamain Sterling, the guy he just fought, who's his best friend and his fighting teammate? Merab.
Okay.
They're best friends and they're fighting teammates. So he knows how you fight is pretty similar to how you fight. And if you watch how they fight, they both fight to get you on the ground, beat your ass on the ground, and then take your back for a submission. So he knows that. He's got to fight the same style. Same style. But yeah, I think we're all riding the Sugar Show here. That is it. We got this done before 12, which I'm just happy about, which means you'll be able to get all the picks before we do this. I guess the final thing that I will just talk about real quick because I brought it up in the middle of the pod. Oliveira Chandler, 309 in Madison Square Garden. Sorry, Luke. Stole your fucking fight. Ha ha ha. Your boy can't get fucking healed because Fragile Phil, Clunky Connor, can't get healed. Charles took the fight. Ha ha ha. Sorry. Not sorry. Someone's got to fight Chandler. Fuck. All right. Thank you guys for watching the podcast. We appreciate it. Make sure that you download the Sharps betting app over on the App Store and use promo code TYCO011 when you sign up so you can ride or fade all the picks that we just gave you for college today and NFL tomorrow. Make sure you check us out on the socials, Sharp Sports Network on X, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, all the social medias. Check us out every week on Wednesday and Saturday and campus kickoff on Tuesdays. Thank you guys for watching. I'm McDilly. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tail your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharps securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more. So you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.